For you, my dear sisters, you who come up to speakers like me at events and say, please pray that I wear hijab one day. To you who understand that you should wear the hijab but are meeting daily barriers to actually putting it on or even back on. To you who are coping with the daily on-off of clothing in order just to do your prayers before going back to mainstream acceptability. This is for you. Because it does take courage to look different every day from strangers, colleagues, classmates, even some in your own family. It takes courage. Perhaps by now, even reading the word hijab triggers a negative response inside you, making you feel suffocated, judged. It's not easy when the world tells you that you won't look so beautiful if you dress modestly. When society tells you that the male gaze gives you value, that not to have it is to be unimportant, unlovable. Your doubts and fears are emphasized by social influencers who start strong, give positive faith messages, then the hair pops out of the turban and they gradually slip off the scarf, saying how free they now feel. Will you look ugly when you're wearing the hijab? You're maybe afraid of the way people will look at you and treat you if you change. That's because the whisperer is scaring you with thoughts like, what if I can't get married or get a job? That can't be what Allah wants for me. So you feel like you shouldn't wear the hijab under these circumstances in life. You have fears, doubts, reasons, and excuses. All right, let's shut them out. Just for a moment, let's shut them out. Let's pause and say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Because you know those voices, they're not your voice. They do not define who you are. You're being lied to by the worst of liars. You're being told that your identity is what you make it, and that by being the real you, you will find inner peace and joy in your life manifesting. And that starts with dressing less. Am I right? But are you at peace now you dress less? Are you happier? Do you have better friends, a better lifestyle? And are wholesome people being drawn to you and you to them? You're being lied to because there's something missing in your life. You're aware of it, aren't you? So just stop in this moment right now. This is for you. You're not watching this by accident, so stop. Listen to the beating of your heart. Breathe slowly. Close your eyes and say, Oh Allah, you are right. Allah, if this is what you want, I hear and I obey. Because you, Allah, are the true owner of every molecule in my body. And you have every right to ask me to protect this beautiful amana, this special trust, the way you want. Okay, let's break it down even further. If you were the real owner of your body, its control would also be in your hands. But your precious thoughts and those whispers misleading you have no impact on your stomach, your lungs, or the blood running through your veins. We have no control over whether our heart will still beat by the end of this video. Yet, even though we don't do anything to make it beat, our life goes on. The one who truly owns our body controls it every moment. He keeps it alive, not us. He entrusted us with its maintenance, where it goes, what goes into it. And listen to this. One day, the true owner will be taking it back. And on that day, you will wear a kind of hijab, whether you want to or not. It will be a snow white cloth draped over you for modesty's sake. The owner of the property you're being told to reveal by society wants to help you protect your body from people that don't have the right to access it. Ya Allah, but the movies, the adverts, the TV shows, the friends, they make you forget again. They force a different attitude on you by saying things like, you're so pretty like that. Why not wear a bit less though? Look, if this world were permanent and death were to die, I wouldn't be wasting my time telling you this. I would shrug and say, you know what, sis, you do you, why not? But that's simply not the case. Death is coming for us, and the door of our grave is already open. Our date is written to enter it, and it can be at any moment. Isn't death all around us right now? So I'll be straight with you. Modesty is both hijab and so much more. It's a cloak of invisible armor around us as we go about our daily lives. When we put our looks out of the way, we are gifted the inner experience and we begin to ask new questions of ourselves as we leave home for class or business meetings. Instead of, how do I look? You'll begin to ask, who am I? Instead of being reduced to a series of ever-changing styles or seeking success in items on a clothing rail or a bathroom shelf, we have the greater impulse to look into ourselves, seeking those eternal realities. Ask yourself, no, I'll ask myself, who can I help today? How can I praise Allah better today? What does it mean to show good manners? I want this for you. I want it for me. Ya Allah, protect us from what we desire and bring us to what is best. On the path to changing our outer reality, our inner world is changed too. And those who are misleading you right now, they're going to try and pull or push you off course. There will be friends who turn to you and say, the hijab will close many doors in your life. Are you sure? Don't let them worry you. For you should know that the one who gives up a thing they enjoy but is bad for them is like the one who takes up something difficult which Allah loves. They're promised a great reward in return. So turn to your false friends and say, the door I fear most is the one to the hellfire. It's your opinions and your character that make you unique. The thing that makes you indispensable and beloved to those who matter, it's not found in a beauty product or a profile photo. It's the manners you practice, which light your face and brighten your skin. We should wear the hijab because it's Allah who wants it from us. He wants it because He loves you and He's teaching you and me our true value. Being beautiful in the eyes of others will never feel as good as being beautiful in the eyes of our Lord, who says, if we had sent down the Qur'an upon a mountain, you would have seen it humbled and splitting from fear of Allah. And these examples we present to the people that perhaps they will give thought. Allah declares that you're stronger than mountains by making you carry the hijab. You're strong enough to knock the whisperers aside. For who can defeat you when Allah is on your side? It's not difficult for Him to replace everything that you think you will lose with endless treasures. Understand this, sister, and believe it. And say, oh Allah, if this is what you want, then I obey.